Hello friends, today in this tutorial I will basically show you how I made this QR code generator in Node.js and Express. So we have used a library package called as QRCode in Node.js and Express, and we are using EJS as a template engine. So this is a UI of the we have prepared using Bootstrap, and you can see we have a text field where you can simply write anything, any URL, number, text, and here you can choose from the color picker of you can change the color of the QR code which is generated. Let's suppose I want a green QR code, and then you can even select size as well. So you can select how much bigger. 500 is the limit. So if I click generate QR code, you will see it will generate this QR code. If I right click, you can save this image as well. If you want to save this as a PNG image, you can see that. So now our QR code has been ready. You can basically use this QR code at your shop, or you can scan this QR code to go to this website that we have, and it can be even text as well. So black color is basically defined. You will see you can even have a number as well. Let's suppose any numeric value digit, it will generate. So it's a very good application, and we will building it from scratch. For this application we have used this actual library, or you may say it's a package in Node.js to actually generate QR codes, and this is an npm QR code command, and 653 weekly downloads, 1000. It's a very good package. And here we will be using EJS template engine. It's a template engine, embedded JavaScript templates. We will be using it to prepare the UI of the app, and then we will be using Express as a backend server. So here you need to initialize this, install all these packages, Express, EJS, and QR code. So these three libraries are needed for this project. Simply install this. So once you install these three packages, we will go to the index.js file, and now for the Vue.js file, the UI file, just create a views folder, and just inside this create index.ejs. EJS is an extension of embedded JavaScript template. So here we have included actually our you can see that we have included the CDN of Bootstrap, jQuery. jQuery is not required, only Bootstrap is required. So we have included Bootstrap, only CSS CDN is required. So we have already included this Bootstrap CDN, that's all. And now we will basically go step by step. We will initialize the backend server of Express. First of all, we will say here Express, and here we will be listening on 4000 port number, and in the callback function we will say app is listening on port 4000. And here guys, we will simply go to the home request, and we will load a template response.render, and this will be index. Also we need to set the view engine. So for that we need to say view engine, and we have installed that dependency which is EJS. So in this way you can set the view engine. And also while we are working with forms, we also need to include a middleware which is express.url encoded and extended to false, and also express.json. So this is required whenever you are working with forms. You need to get some data, and also we need to set this middleware as well for EJS. So we will be declaring two variables, local variables, which we will access in the EJS template. First for embedded error, which will be null by default, and also the QR code that we will display, QR code. By default, when you load the application, all these two variables will be null, and in the application we will define these variables. So we are defining it in the middleware, so it will pass to all the requests in Node.js application, and then we are executing next function right here, which will drill down. So right here now we need to define this index.ejs template. So right here, if you go to start your application, so server will listen on port 4000. If you just open that, you will basically see this heading QR code generator. And now we simply need to define our template which will typically consist of various Bootstrap widgets. So here we will have a simple form, and this form action will go to /generate, and method here will be post, and here we will be having some Bootstrap classes, form group, and label will be for text. Here we will be writing our text which needs to be constructed the QR code. After that, input type text field, giving a form control class of Bootstrap, and this will be required, and placeholder will be enter text for QR code. That's all. And next field will be the color picker. So here we can basically choose which color we want for the QR code. Choose color. So this will be input type of color, and so we will also be giving a form control class of Bootstrap. Name parameter we will give color, and the default color we will give in the hexadecimal, which is black, so 6 zeros. So this is also required. So if you check in the UI, basically if you refresh now, we will have two fields, text field and the color picker, and after that we will have another field for the size of the QR code, and this will be the size. So we will say choose size. So this will be a numeric field, so input type number. This will also be required, and the default value will be 200. We will be giving a class of form control of Bootstrap. Lastly, we will have a button which will submit the actual form for us. So button type will be submit, and we will be giving a class to it, btn primary, and we will say generate QR code. That's all. So if you refresh your UI, you will see basically this is the UI which is ready now. And now we just need to make this post request. Whenever user submit the form, it will invoke this post request. We just need to make this post request, app.post/generate request response. So inside this post request, guys, what we need to do, it will be an async function. So just write this keyword async, and right here we will extract all these things which will be passed to us in the request body header. That's why we included these two middleware lines, because without them this statement can't work, because we are extracting data from the form which is passed in request.body middleware. After that, we will write all the code in try catch block. So if any sort of error take place, we can console log the error. So right here in the try catch block, guys, we will generate the QR code. So we can use await here because it's the async function, and then we will say QR code. We just need to include this package right here at the top. QR code, require QR code. Just require this package, and this function, this variable contains a method. You will see create. You can create a QR code. You can convert this to a buffer, canvas to data URL. All these methods are present. We need to use this method of to data URL. We need to convert this into a base 64 URL. We will provide the text, and also we will provide the color option. So inside color there is a option of dark. We will provide the color which the user has selected, and then we will put a comma. The next option is the width, and it basically takes the size, whichever size the user has selected. So after providing all these three things, we will simply now render the template once again of EJS. We will render the same template, but we will provide the QR code as a variable, and the text, and the color, and the size, and the error. So all these things we have provided, guys. You will see QR code, text, color, size, and error. QR code C needs to be capital because we have put, so QR code, text, color, size and error. So we are re-rendering the template, and if any sort of error take place, in that case also we will re-render the template index, and then we will provide all these options once again. Error like this. Error will be equal to error in generating QR code. That's all. And now we just need to go to the template, guys, because if you just submit the form right here, now nothing will happen because we are not displaying anything in the template. So we need to manipulate the template here. And now to dynamically place the EJS code right here after the heading, we will simply write some EJS code right here. So these angular brackets, this is the syntax of EJS. So here we will compare if any sort of error take place, if the error variable exists in that case. So we need to surround EJS code with these brackets. So we are accessing the variables that we have declared in the middleware. If you see, we have declared this variable res.locals.error, res.locals.qrcode. So here we are comparing if this variable exists, if the error exists, in that case we will display dynamic HTML, in that case a danger button, and here we will display the heading, error message. So here we are displaying the error message variable. So for variable we put equal to sign also right here. This is a difference. This is actually a variable that we are displaying if any sort of error take place. So we can even have a role parameter as well, which is alert. So this is for error. Now if you don't have any sort of error, then we just need to display the QR code after the form ends right here. And here we can display the QR code. So we can simply say locals.QR code. If this exists, in that case, so we just need to surround this, and we just need to give it a bootstrap class of margin top 4, and then we will have the image source is equal to, and here we will say locals.qrcode. So we are displaying a variable right here, that's why we put equal to sign. So just close this, and we will be giving a class, bootstrap class, image fluent. That's all. So this is the thing, guys. It is now ready. If you you can see the error message will display right here if any sort of error take place. So we just need to refresh now. So again an error take place. Let me check what is the error message. If locals.qrcode. So right here, I think if any sort of error is taking place, let me console log text, color and size. Okay, we have initialized, I think, wrong option here. This needs to be QR code. I think the C is not capital here, that's why. Yeah, just change this C to, we are sending the correct information. So just refresh now, you will see your QR code will be generated. Again, same error is taking place. Let me, okay, it is coming out to be undefined. Color is coming, you can see the hexadecimal is coming right here, but the two things are not coming because I know the reason. Because why? We haven't given the name attribute. We have given to the color input field, but we haven't given the name attribute to. So this one needs to be name is text, and name is size. So we are extracting the same names here. You can see text, color, size. Just let me just name this text here. So now it should work. We should get these three things which the user selects here. So I provide the text here. So here now if you see, we are getting these three things right here, the text, the color and this one, but still the QR code is not generated. For that I think I need to troubleshoot the problem here once again. I think there is some kind of typing mistake which is happening. Let me write this once again. Copy this, paste it. So all the source code is given, guys, in the description of the video. So basically I have copy pasted the code. So here we have defined the error to be undefined. You can even neglect that also, but you can see we are passing QR code text color size, and if I now refresh the application, so now you can see your QR code is generated. You will see that, guys. You can right click it, save this QR code as an image file, PNG image file. You can even change the color of this. Let's suppose I change to red color. So the color has been changed. You can change to any color. You can have website. You can change the size. Let's suppose 500. The QR code will be bigger. So in this way, guys, I've developed this application which is a QR code generator where you can take images of QR code and for dynamic text in Node.js and Express. So thank you very much for watching this video, and please hit that like button, subscribe the channel, and I will be seeing you in the next video.